man. Hold on. Basically, this is what a Mason is. George Washington was a Mason that started our country. Thomas Jefferson, another president, Mason. Fucking 4 of the fucking like 8 or 9 or however, I think there was like 8 people that signed the fucking Declaration of Independence. Our Declaration in the Constitution, fucking like 4 of them were Masons, okay? So that's straight up. Our country just fucking ran by a power, not the government. The Democrats and Republicans.
Mason is the little.
The Mason, the symbol of a Mason is basically a ruler and a pencil, which creates one part of a triangle. Okay. Creates a triangle, and then another thing is this thing. It maps. If you stick the point on a map and you turn it, and it fucking maps latitudes and it's for architecture.
And what is that? Because
that's what a fucking
G.
The G?
It's in the middle. Isn't it a G?
Yeah, there is a fucking G there. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm gonna find that fucking out. But I'm serious.
If it's Mason, would it be an M?
Nah, but they're Freemasons or what they did.
An F?
No, they build architecture, like all the buildings that you see, any architecture, it's put in certain places for a reason. Like the Empire State Building, how it's shaped, everything has a fucking point or triangle. It's to harness the fucking energy of the earth. They're harnessing negative energy. Casinos like fucking what's it, the Luxor? That big ass triangle, that big ass pyramid? That's harnessing so much. What the fuck is going on inside that building? More like a Muslim mosque. You know what I'm saying? How it's shaped and shit. It's harnessing good energy. Motherfuckers in there praying and shit. Notice they don't have any pointed triangles and shit. Sucking in this negative ass energy. But anyways, I'm going off on something else and shit. But the fucking Mason shit though, yeah, it's that triangle with that G in the middle shit. That's what the fuck a Mason is, man. That's what the fuck it is. Anytime you see it, anywhere you fucking see, know that.
So what do they do? What do they believe?
Okay, nothing. That's what the fuck they'll tell you, because any level that is not a 33rd degree Mason will tell you, man, it's just a band of brothers. Because there's different fucking points of knowledge of information. You're not gonna tell this motherfucker just what a Mason. Like, hey, guess what? The CIA traffics drugs and fucking makes countries fucking third world countries. That's what our CIA does, and it's not part of the United States. You know, that's what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling these lower motherfuckers. That's, you know, they don't know it. They're like, oh, Masons is a fucking nice organization and everything's so fucking great, and we're just a band of brothers trying to live it up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But they're not.
They are. At the lower levels, as soon as you become a 33rd degree Mason, but it takes time to get there, right? For instance, to get to like a 29 degree or some shit, like a high degree, this motherfucker might have to commit a murder, and I'm serious, a sacrifice, because they're Luciferians. They pray to the devil. They believe the devil has all the power, and that fucking God is lying about that the devil, you can be enlightened, you can fucking be enlightened and become a fucking god, be a god like Zeus or something. And now they're not a mythology shit. It's like, if you read the Bible, like Lucifer is the devil, right? He's Satan or whatever the fuck. You know, God cast him down to earth. So what the fuck are we on earth? This is fucking Lucifer's land. You know what I'm saying? They believe he's a real fucking god. You know what I'm saying? And they wholeheartedly believe this shit. Because, you know, satanic fucking shit is real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they believe. The Skull and Bone Society at Yale or at Stanford and shit. You know what I'm saying? George Bush, John Kerry, fucking Bill Clinton, Bush's father was fucking a part of the Skull and Bones. And you know Bush's father's name was fucking like Magador or some shit. It meant fucking like the devil's like worker or some shit like that in another language. But that was his name at the school. That was his name inside the society and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas is wild. They run this shit. And fuck a Mason, it dates back to the Illuminati. Did you know that Barack Obama has blood ties to fucking George Bush and the Queen of fucking England? That old ass bitch? All these motherfuckers.
He has blood ties?
Blood ties. The fucking bloodlines. The fucking straight related.
So that's like his great cousin or whatever?
Some shit. They're distant fucking off cousin of some bullshit. Yes, it's that shit. However you date that shit. And related to Brad Pitt and all that shit. It was on the fucking Fox News channel. So, if you don't don't believe me, believe your fucking media, which by the way is owned by Rupert Murdoch and fucking Ted Turner, who all they are fucking Masons, and what they do is control your mind and keep you all fucking stuck on fucking Top Model and goddamn American Idol so they can do their shit behind closed door in fucking depressed countries like Haiti. Guess what ain't going on in Haiti? They don't fucking let anybody inside Haiti. Guess what the priority is? Fucking search and rescue, military, then humanitarian aid. Humanitarian aid is food and fucking clothes and blankets and all this shit. Search and rescue, military, humanitarian aid. That's what the fuck's going on in Haiti right now. They're occupying Haiti. United States is occupying Haiti right now. That's what's going on. Just so you know, the military, our military, and you can look this up, you can fucking do whatever research you want, dig as deep as you want, you'll find the same truth. We have a fucking machine called a heart machine. It's a fucking machine that produces radio waves that can create earthquakes and change weather patterns. And they created that fucking earthquake because just in January, there was about 6 earthquakes. One in Venezuela, fucking Haiti. Here in California, we had an earthquake this month and shit. In fucking LA, I think it was out here. Anyway. You can look it up. You can fucking look it up. I swear to God, I don't need to explain myself. You can look this shit up. It's all over the place. And it's crazy because they were all the same fucking magnitude. And this fucking guy was saying this intelligent person who's a fucking professor at a fucking school has no reason to sit here and bullshit on TV unless he's part of the bullshit, telling us that fucking there's no way in hell a natural occurrence of fucking 6 earthquakes in precise order like that to happen like that in a month around the world in different locations and create that kind of damage. They create that shit. And just so you know, there's never been a fucking earthquake and then fucking a week or two fucking while a week or two is passing by and there's 6.0 earthquakes and 6.0 and 4.0 and 3 and 4.0 and 6.0. Aftershocks don't do that shit. Earthquakes create like 1 or 2 aftershocks. They don't create a 2-week-long aftershock of the same magnitude. That's it.